Thank you very much, Mr President. I rise to put on the record the ongoing frustration and anger of many Shoalhaven ratepayers about the historical compliance failures of Shoalhaven City Council regarding the Tomerong Quarry and the actions of certain councillors to prevent an investigation into those compliance failures. These actions have now left ratepayers of the Shoalhaven facing a future costly legal dispute or potentially multi-million-dollar rehabilitation bill. Now, for almost 2 decades, Mr President, the Tomerong community have battled to have council address systemic breaches of the quarry's conditions of consent. These breaches include quarrying and exporting at rates far in excess of approvals, illegal dumping of asbestos, illegal importation of contaminated materials, illegal sale of overburden, failure to suppress dust, illegal construction of a dam. In January and February 2017, after years of community agitation, council staff conducted an investigation. The quarry ceased operations in July that year. In October 2017, 19 breach notices were issued for offences in 2015 and 2016 only. These fines totalled $114,000. Councillors weren't told about the findings until after the investigation was finalised and fines issued. The investigation report remained secret and sealed from public view under a claim of legal privilege. The community were furious that prosecution wasn't pursued and the penalties were between just 5 and 10% of the maximum possible. Council have stated in recent correspondence these decisions were based on a staff assessment about a low likelihood of success in court because, and I quote, no prior regulatory action or formal warnings had been given to the operators, end quote. Now that is an extraordinary admission given the long history of community complaints about the quarry's operations. Questions on notice were asked by Councillor John Levitt in January 2018 regarding the investigation and outcome. A response in May that year triggered Council to agree to commission an independent external investigation. Shoalhaven Independence Group councillor and former Mayor Greg Watson was the only councillor who opposed the investigation. Inexplicably, a month later, a majority of councillors, including all of the Shoalhaven Independence Group councillors who previously supported the investigation, reversed their decision and the investigation was blocked. Following the rescission, the then Council General Manager wrote to community representatives conveying his apologies on behalf of staff for their role in not achieving the expectations of the community, citing lack of compliant staff and budget and a lack of direction from Council. He concluded that, and I quote, "No doubt you would be disappointed Council did not agree to commission an independent investigation. However, you are also aware, I am sure, of other authorities such as the Ombudsman or ICAC that you may wish to contact should you believe that some form of further scrutiny is necessary," end quote. It is worth understanding a little background. The quarry was approved in 1990. The land on which the quarry is based was purchased by the Commonwealth Indigenous Lands Corporation in 1998 and is leased to the Injagunji Incorporated, an Indigenous corporation set up to provide economic opportunity and housing to Indigenous families. The land was sold to the Commonwealth by the quarry operator, who then leased the quarry back from the Injagunji. The quarry has changed hands and the development consent modified on multiple occasions. My understanding is that the accountant for the Injagunji is also the accountant for the Shoalhaven Independence Group. I am making no allegations in regards to those circumstances, but it is indeed a curious situation. One of the key compliance issues was the illegal sale of overburden, which was to be retained on site for rehabilitation purposes. Council has acknowledged that in August 2012 it instructed the quarry to cease selling this overburden as they had no approval to do so. It is understood approximately 850,000 tonnes of this product was sold and would have netted substantial profits to the operator. I understand no action was taken by Council regarding this breach. Council have now confirmed that quarry operations have ceased, responsibility of rehabilitation falls to the Injagunji. In the event the Injagunji can't make good the rehabilitation requirements, Council's options are to take court action against them or complete the works themselves. Local residents have put the cost of replacing the sold overburden as high as $15 million. There remains serious questions about what has happened here. What were the circumstances that led to these calamitous compliance failures? Were they just a lack of resources or something more? Why did the majority of councillors reverse their decision and oppose an external investigation into this matter when the financial risks that are associated with these failures are now so high and exposes Shoalhaven ratepayers to future legal bills or massive multi-million-dollar rehabilitation costs?
Mr. President. The Honourable Wes Fang.